You can be anything you wanna be. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. You can live your passion, yeah.
Firefighters control and put out fires and respond to emergency situations where life, property or the environment is at risk. They typically put out fires and find and rescue victims in burning buildings or in other emergency situations. And while firefighting remains a male-dominated world, more and more women today fight fire alongside their male counterparts. Meet 27-year-old Kavhunga. She is a firefighter, and this is her story.
You can be anything you wanna be. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. You can live your passion, yeah.
My name is Kavhunga. I'm 27 years old. I, however, grew up in a small farm outside Ocho, but my parents were originally from Okakarara, Oshedonjupa region, but due to grazing, we moved to Ocho for better grazing.
Kavhunga was born in Windhoek. She attended primary school at St. Barnabas Primary and enrolled for a marketing degree at the then Polytechnic of Namibia, now the Namibia University of Science and Technology, after she completed her grade 12 at Eldorado High School in Commersdal in 2006. Looking forward to entering the corporate world after graduation, Kavhunga's dreams took a bit of a setback when she fell pregnant in her 4th year. But after giving birth, she went back in 2011 and completed her degree the next year. It was during this time when she learned about opportunities at the City of Windhoek's fire department. She applied, and the rest, as they say, is history.
During my 4th year, while I was busy at Polytechnic, I got an opportunity to become a firefighter. Firefighting was not a career that I knew about. I didn't know the duties of a firefighter, but I took an opportunity and I went for it. Firefighting is not a career that I dreamed for, but it's a career that I ended up loving.
Self-sacrifice means you are equally concerned with the well-being of others as much as you are with your own. Those who possess this trait have a natural propensity to help others. It is a trait that fire departments look for in new recruits and a trait that Kavhunga possesses. She is courageous, willing to take risks and make sacrifices to help others.
Proverbs chapter 24 verse 1 to 2. Be not envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their hearts devise violence and their lips talk of trouble. That verse tells me not to be with the wrong people, because wrong people will influence your character. Wrong people will drive you to be violent. So it says, be not envious, be not encouraged by evil men, because they will drive you to do violent things.
We had been on numerous calls, emergency calls, maybe ambulance when we are booked on ambulance. So you will find some difficulties. So it will be a challenge, but then on most times she will look for ways how to deal with it. Or if the call is not that good, so she will make sure that we get through it.
As a firefighter, you don't get used to a call because every call is different. Different people, different situation, different reactions. So one can never be used to a call.
You never expect same things. What you had yesterday is not the same as what you'll have tomorrow. So you treat each scene as different because you don't know what is there.
What I really love about this job is the opportunity of helping others, knowing that someone is alive today because of me, or being able to say everything is going to be okay in a strenuous condition to that patient is one thing that I love. I love the appreciation. It's not that when I go out on a call, I expect someone to say thank you, but the part that the person goes to an extent of saying thank you is something that I love. I love the opportunity to be out there on the road with the lights and the sirens, being able to be over the law, being able to drive at the red robot while others are stopping. That's what I love the most about my job.
You can be anything you wanna be. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. You can live your passion.
Firefighters have one of the highest rates of injuries and illnesses of all occupations. They often encounter dangerous situations, including collapsing floors and walls and overexposure to flames and smoke. They wear protective gear, which often can be very heavy and hot, to help lower these risks. Firefighting is dangerous work. It requires self-discipline, self-motivation and focus. It is all about preparedness.
A typical firefighter day. We work a 24-hour shift where we report at 8 o'clock a.m. today and knock off 8 o'clock a.m. the next day. When we come on duty, we stand parade at 8 o'clock, release the off-going shift. That is very quick. From there, we familiarize ourselves with the roster. As a firefighters, there are a lot of duties one can perform, and we cannot do it at the same time. Therefore, there is a roster. You get booked whether you are on ambulance today or whether you are on the fire engine. From there, we ensure all our fire engines, our equipment, our stock is fully booked, is fully serviced, ready for any call. If equipments are not fully serviced, we make sure we refuel our generators, refuel our jaws of life. We make sure that the ambulance is fully stocked, ready to do a call.
Nothing fire.
Kavhunga embraces the responsibility that comes with the job. And while she may be attracted to the excitement and adrenaline rush that comes with an emergency call, she is equally comfortable performing other work at the Windhoek Fire Station.
In the station, there are various responsibilities as well. We maintain our vehicles on a daily basis. We clean our vehicles, we clean our equipment as well as our station. Our station is our second home, so we make sure it's clean.
Their weaker physiology, coupled with persisting gender and cultural stereotypes, continue to impact on the enrollment of women into the male-dominated firefighting sector. Kavhunga recognizes that as a woman, she faces an uphill battle, competing on equal footing with her male colleagues.
Firefighting is a male-dominated job. There is a reason for that. Due to the equipment that we use, it requires physical stamina, physical strength. As a lady, doesn't matter how fit you are, a male is always powerful than a female. So that's one of the challenges I face, as well as long working hours. Our shift is a 24-hour shift, and there's a time during a month where we work a 48-hour shift. And it's not easy as a mother and as well as a wife. You also need that time to be with your kids as well as your husband. So long working hours is one of the disadvantages of firefighting.
Kavhunga is not the first female firefighter trained and employed at the city of Windhoek's fire brigade. Others before her have paved the way for young women to take up this career path. And although firefighting was not a childhood ambition, it is a career path she has opted for. She has no regrets about not pursuing a career in marketing. What matters to her is that she can be of service to others.
Seeing school kids appreciating and seeing you as a role model, saying one day I want to become a firefighter like you, the relief that you get from the people, the appreciation after doing your job. Not that we expect that thank you from anybody, but the appreciation you get from the public is something very nice.
Based on what I've learned from her work that she's carrying on, because she's the only lady on the shift, but you can see the commitment that she's doing. It's high. It's high, really. She responds with the men. She's the only lady, but she'll always be there inside the house. Whether the house fire, really house fire, whatever can be. I look on when she came at work. She leave her children there, she leave the husband there, but she came here with the passion that no, I want to go save someone's life. You never know who's there outside. You might encounter your family because you don't know where you are responding and you don't know who's involved in the accident. But due to a positive attitude that she had, I really appreciate it.
As an emergency professional, Kavhunga's work is inherently pressure-packed. Not only does she have to deal with the stress of putting out fires or helping in emergencies, she also witnesses property destruction, deaths and injuries. Kavhunga has a strong support system that allows her to excel in her work. She draws strength from her husband and 2 daughters, whom she notes inspires her to persevere and work harder.
As I mentioned, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I have 2 girls, one aged 6 years and a 2-year-old. They are my encouragement. I do not quit on anything. The moment I think of quitting, I just think of my 2 girls. They are my encouragement in life. This is my firstborn. She's 6 years old, currently at Blankbogies, and her name is Blessing. And the last born, 2 years old, Jerera is her name. She's very fun. She likes making jokes. As a mother raising girls, I've told them to be brave, to be bold, to face life with boldness. By that, I cannot quit. I cannot go home and tell my kids I quit on this because they see success. When they see me, they see success. Therefore, whatever I do, I just think of them and I remember that I cannot quit because of my daughters.
You can be anything you wanna be. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. You can live your passion.
Kavhunga Wakwarama, servant of her community, a protector of lives, a safeguarder of property. Her story teaches us that firefighting is a calling that shouldn't be limited to gender. That despite the personal safety risks, there are many deeply rewarding aspects of this job which makes it a noble and highly satisfying career. That success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. That success is a journey, not a destination. And when the alarm sounds, she responds, regardless of the weather or time of day.
It was awesome. I enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.
You can be anything you wanna be. You can achieve it if you just be.
This insert is brought to you by the Namibia Training Authority. Visit our website www.nta.com.na to learn about other technical and vocational career options.